Hey guys, this is Some Lego Maniac, and it's been a while since I made a video, and I apologize for that again. But again, like so many things have been going on. First, we had this whole pandemic situation going on earlier this year. I had class, and now not long ago, I started my internship at Hasbro, and because of that, my time to make videos have been severely limited, and so there's so many figures I've made and none of them received a video. Some of them haven't received a video since after like a year or two since the completion of the figure. And as for this guys, I believe I finished these guys like last year, sometime in 2019. I don't remember, but I'm going to showcase them now just to get over with it. I think I said I was going to showcase these figures like almost a month or two ago since my last video. So I just wanted to get these out of the way because there's three simple figures and I can go over them really quickly because they all use the same method. Here I have Delsin Rowe from Infamous Second Son. This is pretty much a version 2 of Delsin Rowe. I've made him before, like years ago when I made Infamous Second Son figures. And do I want to make more? Like update like Eugene? I forgot that pink hair girl's name. That guy, whoever she is. If I want to make version 2 of them, I could. Right now, they're not my priority. I just want to focus on completing my red versus blue figures and continuing with more Star Wars. And because I think the Star Wars figures are really fun. It's been something I've been wanting to do for years, but now I want to take the opportunity to complete as many Star Wars figures as I can. So to go over the figures, it's really simple. So I'm going to take these two off to the side and show you guys the second version of Delsin. And so to start off, what I did differently compared to my first version is I decided to give him a 3D jacket. I think doing that is actually a lot better approach. Back then, I actually painted it. I never used Cape Madness back at the time when I was making this figure, so it never really occurred to me that I could do that. So now I decided to add a 3D jacket, add some more like a 3D element. I think this figure turned out to be one of my best in terms of simplicity. So I'm going to take this chain out of the way and this fire piece so we can get a closer look. So yeah, this beanie is like the same beanie cap. I painted his face pretty much the same way, like paint the hair. So and you see I can paint this behind Tony Stark head. So the eyes aren't painted because I just want to save time on that. The eyes aren't painted, but I painted everything else. As for like the hoodie, I believe one time I actually used to sculpt this hoodie piece, but this time I actually went with a Lego hoodie piece instead. And the reason why I went with that is because I didn't feel like sculpting hoodies for 3 separate figures, and plus it does give more of a Lego-like aesthetic. So I decided to go with this hoodie piece. Now the downside to the hoodie is you can't really see the symbol that clearly on the back. But in the end, I still went with it anyway because it's a nice. Because I can just take this off and it'll be fine. But really, all you really care about is really looking at the front of the figure. So the back isn't that important to me. So yeah, I painted all these details here, trying to make it as clean as I can. Painted like the undershirt, did like dry brushing for his legs, and this is pretty much Delsin in his neutral outfit, which is like when he just wears like a black hoodie, dark gray vest, dark gray pants. I think they're black, but I went with dark gray because he does go with like a blacker pair of jeans for his infamous version. So I went with dark gray just to to differentiate the two. And this chain here is a Michael's chain I cut up and I just wrapped around his wrist because that was something I was missing on my figure initially. And I also like painted all these little details here, like the skull marking, and all these buttons were actually what I did, I rolled a little piece of Procreate, I let it dry, and then I cut them into disc, and then I glued them on. So those are actually completely 3D. All these buttons here, and I try my best to paint as much detail as I can, but obviously I can't paint that small because it's really, really small anyway. So all I can do is just really dots to try and make out the accuracy. So yeah, that's pretty much it for like the normal version. So you can give him like the smoke power because that's like what we've seen him using a lot in trailers, the first power that he obtains. And I gave him his his whip too, which I glued onto onto a Lego bar piece. Now, sometimes gluing like metal with super glue doesn't really stick on that well, so I have to be very careful or else the metal chain will snap off again. But so far, that hasn't happened for a long time. and I hope it doesn't happen anytime soon. Now, we're going to move on to his hero outfit. His hero outfit is pretty much the exact same thing. The only thing I did different compared to the normal version is I gave him a smiley face because this is him when he becomes a true hero if you go down that route in the game. And as you can see, the exact same details are painted. Like you can see the same skull patch are exactly painted. The buttons are exactly the same. So throughout the entire game, the vest never changes. The thing that changes in the game is how you appear. And when you're a hero version, you appear a lot healthier. You look younger. You look like your weapon. Anytime you use your powers, it's precise because you're trying to avoid civilian casualties. Your hoodie obviously is white, and your pants becomes dark blue. And I think I do like this look a lot compared to the Infamous version. The Infamous version isn't really exactly my favorite design, except for because I'll get to that later. The beanie also looks a bit cleaner too, so I made sure I did a little wash on the beanie here. On his neutral version, but for the hero version, I made sure that does not get a single wash at all. So you can kind of see the color difference. This is just a slightly darker, so it's a bit more subtle. The most important difference is he has a true hero symbol on the back of his vest, and I did my best to paint that the best I can. Unfortunately, this thing covers it, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter to me. And yeah, so this is pretty much the hero version. I really like this look a lot. Now we're going to move on to the Infamous version. And now the reason why I don't like this is because how kind of bland it looks. I don't mind the fact that his hoodie turns red. I just wish it was more brighter red. I'm not a huge fan of the dark red, but it's fine for what it is. What I do like is the Infamous logo though. I think that one kind of looks cool. So this is what it's pretty much like a crow bird with a skull, like looks like it's spray painted on, and I really like how that looked out. And also when you become Infamous in the game, you appear a lot sickly. So that's why I painted rings around his eyes. I give him that evil smirk. I did a little dry brushing on his face. I went heavy with the black dry brushing on his beanie. I'm not so sure you can tell the difference. This appears a lot darker than the neutral version. Now on the evil version, he has, if you look at his pants, they're black. And it's really fun making these figures because you have to pretty much make 3 exact same figures with subtle differences. And I think doing that was a lot of fun. And this is a fun little project for me, and hope you guys like this. And this is pretty much it for this video. Not much to say. Let me know which one you guys like. Do you like the hero, neutral, or Infamous? If I have to choose, I'd say this is my #1 favorite because I just like the look of this figure. Second will have to be the true hero form because I do like how it looks with the white hoodie. I think it contrasts well with the rest of the clothing. My least favorite has to be Infamous. This is honestly a figure I didn't really try that hard on. But it's like the same process of these 3 figures. Maybe I could have done better with a face. That's the only thing that stood out to me so far. So, what do you guys think? Which one's your favorite? What do you guys think of the figures? Let me know down in the comments below. And be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm always active there. I've uploaded so many Star Wars figures. I actually just finished my Attack of the Clones series, so please check that out if you guys are interested. Will I make a video on that? My answer is always the same. The video will be up when it is up. Because of my summer assignments, because of it now an internship, it's gonna be hard for me to make videos in the future. But so this is the best I can do. I don't want to go into a lot of editing and stuff like that. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.